Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Emily and today I'm back with Tool Time Tuesday. Please check out the other lovely creators that are also doing this year-long challenge. They'll be listed below. This month the tool is stitching, and it can be hand stitching or machine stitching. I'm planning on doing both, and I'm inspired to create a journal instead of a layout this time around. I'm planning on recreating another traveller's notebook, so this is a standard size and it's got a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I plan on sewing the pockets instead of gluing. I'll show you another pocket here and here. So we'll see what it ends up looking like with the stitching. I've only pulled out a few supplies to just get me started. I can always add more after. So let me show you what supplies I've pulled together to get me started. I'm using papers from Maggie Holmes Market Square. I also own the paper pads, so I pulled out the cut apart sheets to help me decorate the journal. And I'm hoping it'll inspire me too to pull out some other supplies as I'm creating. I am planning on creating a single signature journal, so I do have to consider how many pieces of paper that will fit within my journal cover. So I won't be going any more than say 12, just so it's not too chunky, because I plan on having it as a writing journal. I've got 2 pieces of craft paper, and this would be 120 GSM. I've also printed some lines, and this is also on good quality white copy paper, which would be 120 GSM. And this is only because of the pens that I will be using to write in this journal. I tend to use Papermate Flare, and this is Papermate Ink Joy, so at least the weight of the paper will take the ink. And I usually do a pen test first, just so I don't ruin the journal. I also have a note card. I've also got another cabinet type card where you can put an image in behind. I thought that'd be quite fun to see if I can add. Envelope and a doily. I'll be binding my journal with some crochet cotton, and I also have got some lace to add to my journal as well. Once I built the journal, you'll see that I will probably add more things in, but this is just what I use to get started. I've now got everything cut down for my journal. So I thought I'd just come back and show you what I'm up to now. So this is going to be my cover. Now, I've decided to put the pocket at the back, and it's all to do with the design of what I want on the front. I wanted this flower on the front because if I cut my piece of paper exactly like this one, the flower would be on the inside. So I'll just open this up. So this is actually shorter than 12 by 12 now because of the pocket at the back. So I used my school board, this one by Martha Stewart, to get my score lines. And that's what it looks like on the inside. As you can see, I did make a mistake, but with the score lines, however, I can cover that up. So I'll fold this back in. So this is why I've had to take a slither to create my pocket at the back, so you can fit things in easily when it's a book. And I just added a notch using my circle punch. The other 12 by 12 I decided to keep as a 12 by 12 this way, so it can be folded up to make pockets this way. So this one now measures, say, around 21 centimetres. This is my signature. So let me show you what this looks like inside the book. And what I tend to do is I make sure I get my two patterned pieces right, and then I trim with a metal ruler, and I've got a rotary cutter like so. And you just got to be careful with using the knives, being so close to your hands if you slip. And then after I've done cutting, I sand. I've got a nail file here, and I just sand down so you don't get a paper cut. So let me do a quick flip through of this, and then I'll show you a basic plan on what I'm going to do to embellish this a bit. I will straighten everything up before I start hand stitching everything together. Again, this is a writing journal, and then it repeats right to the back with my pocket. So I am planning on stitching around the whole thing, so this will be closed and I can fit some goodies in here. Now for the front, I've decided to cut up the cabinet card. I'm planning on doing some stitching around this, then gluing on, so I don't see it on the inside cover. And I have got some bits and pieces hanging around in trays that matches this colour scheme, which is why I haven't really pulled out any other pieces, because I knew I would find things laying around that I can add to this project. For example, this is still my Christmas tray, and as you can see here, I have got the craft colours in there, which I think can work quite well with this journal. Another example is this tray. Sorry if there's glare. I've got journal cards that I can fill that will match. I can see here, look. You know, that can be in a tuck spot. So we'll go through this later in detail. As you can see, I've got some ribbon here that I can also include. Let me dig down further. See, more lace that I can add. Now for the inside, I have got a template of this pocket here, so I can again glue this down, and then when I'm sewing around, this will then be stitched in place. I have got another journal cover which I used as a template to make this pocket. I've kept these other little bits and pieces because I'm going to try and incorporate these in my journal somehow. I thought I'd just come back and show you what the machine stitching looks like on my journal. So as you can see on the cabinet card, I've got the top stitching all the way around, finished with the photo corners and a little bit of embellishing. I've also got the stitching around the outside, on the front and the back. When I flip to the inside, I've added my secretarial pocket with a little bit of embellishing, and this is the back pocket. This is my signature, so I'll just flip through the pages so you can see what's been added. Got some machine stitching here. Some more top stitching around my embellishment on the pocket with some lace. More machine stitching here with some embellishments on the card. the centre pocket, also machine stitched around the outside. Again, more machine stitching. More machine stitching, which creates tuck spot. So what I'll do now is that I will bind my book together, and I might finish off embellishing, and then this is ready to use. Here is the completed journal. As you can see, it is a chunky monkey now with all the little bits and pieces that I've added to the middle. I've got the lace as the closure, just to hold everything together. The binding is a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, just to help support the pages inside. I just put all the leftovers into this journal so there's no scraps laying around. So tags and cut aparts. In this one, I've got an envelope with little bits and pieces. Now we're to the middle. As you can see, my stitching here. Again, more bits and pieces in the envelope to help me decorate later on. More tags and journaling cards. This one, another envelope. Tags and journaling cards. In the tuck spot, another envelope with bits and pieces. And in the back pocket I've got the 6x4 journaling cards, because in this journal this is the only spot where it will actually fit quite nicely without bending the journaling cards. I hope you've enjoyed watching me put this journal together today, and I would love it if you would leave me a comment and like my video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.